Hey, welcome to Live at the Left.
I'm Teri Knight.
And I'm cold. I'm Kelly Guest. Yeah.
Oh, come on. It's only 15 below.
It's just, you know, it's wrong. It just doesn't need to be that cold. It doesn't. Could you put your boot in the shot, please?
Stand by.
These are the greatest boots absolutely ever.
It's my boot.
What are these?
These are called Mukluks. And
are they the original Mukluks?
I have a story.
Oh.
Will Steger. They're Will Steger Mukluks.
Really? Adventurer Will Steger?
Yes. And I was out last year at the Holidazzle Parade. I was supposed to be on one of the floats. And here it was Will Steger night. He was the Grand Marshal of the parade. I'm standing there with these on, and here comes Will Steger. And he walks up and he grabs my foot. And he's telling this woman.
Did you recognize him?
Yeah, I knew who he was right away. And he literally, I'm almost off balance. He's telling this woman, these are those Mukluks. These are the ones. How do you like them? Oh my God, that's Will Steger. I love them.
Did you ever say? So he did speak to you. He wasn't just grabbing your foot.
No, then he spoke to me. I mean, he grabbed my foot first, and he's talking to this other woman. And I'm like, oh my God, Will Steger has my foot.
That's awesome.
It was totally cool.
Did he come across as particularly manly and courageous in person?
Oh yes, very much so. But he was completely bundled up. It was 10 below that night.
Of course.
And of course, my hands were so cold that when you're done, you're going, just trying one, and they ache.
Oh, that hurts.
When they start, when they start to warm up, they're just like, oh God.
And that's the thing that sucks about that. Mm-hmm. As they're getting warmer and coming out of the deep freeze, you still have pain. It's like, okay, misery, now pain, really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever tried the hand warmers?
Yes.
I love those.
Those are wonderful, but they don't, they don't last very long. I don't think they last long enough.
I have some that last 8 hours.
Yeah. There could be something else entirely different about that, but I'm not going there.
My husband buys me bulk boxes so I can walk the dog.
Well, bless his heart. Wow.
Were you finished?
Yes, I am.
Okay. No, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't interrupting you.
No.
All right, so do you ever think about what the elements of a bad day are? I mean, do you ever take the time to break it down?
No, I've not really thought about it that much, no.
Okay, and I hadn't really either. I just know that I have labeled days. This one was a good day, or this one was a bad day. Mm-hmm. But you know, I never sat there, and maybe you got fired, which we've had. That was definitely a bad day.
There are better ones than that.
There are those kinds of days. But then there's just the garden variety. Nothing particularly horrible happened to you. Yeah. Just sucky day, right?
Right.
Today could have been that way. It began not so great. Woke up with a headache.
Oh, that's a good start.
That's not good.
Okay.
And I hadn't even done anything fun to achieve this headache. So it was particularly unfair. I know, and you look great. I'm amazed. So, yeah, and I wake up with a headache and just, everything was going on. But it all started when I went in to do hair and makeup. The post shower.
Okay.
Teri, it was like Attack of the Personal Care Products. Okay? I am not kidding you. I go and I get out the eyelash curler, and I have to use that because my eyelashes stick straight out and they get tangled in the bottom ones. Okay, it's not a particularly pleasant thing, but it's something you just kind of get. Well, I'm doing this eyelash and something happened and it got stuck to my eyelid, and I'm like, and nobody's home, and the dog comes running in because I'm howling. And he's licking me, and if you've ever watched us before, Henry's enormous, and I'm sitting there, I'm like, ow, 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 ow. And I finally got it off of there, and I think I lost about 18 eyelashes right in the crook of my left eye. Does it look bad?
Yeah, you got a little bump.
I know. So then, of course, the makeup that I now have on has to be redone because I teared, my eyes just teared, so I'm thinking, okay, fine. So I recover from that. Then I go, I'm pretty much ready to walk up there, and I'm running late at this point, naturally. I go to spray my hair, and the hairspray must have lobbed up in the thing. So it goes shooting off like this, right? Except for, so it's on my head. And the whole left side of my face is like,
yeah.
I don't know, it's
sticky here.
And it all, and I'm sitting there thinking, okay, do I have to wipe this off, or if I don't go like this, is it gonna, you know, like loosen up, you know, as I'm trying to get ready, and I just didn't have time, you know, so I'm trying to get out the door. So, and I'm thinking, hey, you know, who needs Botox? Just spray your face and then you're done. Still trying at that point to just not go there, not fall all the way into like, okay, this is yeah. I'm teetering on the precipice at this point. So then I go out to warm up my car, and how is it that if all the space on the screen door latch, right, of all, you know, a screen door latch is this big, right?
Right.
How does it find a way to catch your sleeve or your shirt just that perfect way to where you either go, it catches you and you fall because it's icy outside, you tear it, or you're just freaking inconvenienced by having to disentangle it. It's like, how? How does it do it? Do they really have like these little claws that come out and go, ha, you know, and get a hold of it? I mean, really, okay?
There could be little gremlins back there going,
And I mean, I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. So I sat there, as I'm walking, I get the car started, I stood there and I said, okay, this is it. This is not going to continue. So you've got the idea of Murphy's Law, right? And it says if anything can possibly go wrong, it can. And once that stuff, those stupid little things start happening to you in a day, what are you doing? You're thinking, why is this always happening to me? God, man, one thing after the other. Then I started thinking, I got all zenned out and I started thinking, you know, maybe, because I wanted to know how to stem the tide. I'm like, I do not want the rest of this day to mirror the first one.
I don't want any part of it. So
yeah, and I'm thinking, how do I do this? And I thought, maybe I just change what I'm thinking about, because all this stuff about the law of attraction, and by the way, I love the law of attraction. I think The Secret stinks. I think The Secret was misleading, very unsubstantial, but I do think that there's some really good law of attraction out there stuff that is the real secret, the real truth. And I started thinking, yeah, if you're having a day like this, what do? You obsess on all the stuff that's happening and you create more of it.
yeah, I think you do. So what do you do?
I
stop obsessing?
I got in the car and said, I am now administering an attitude adjustment. I said, I can't think about this anymore. So I've lost 12 eyelashes. They'll grow back, I hope. And do they grow back? Okay. Yeah. And really, I was kind of scared.
Okay.
And I'm not going to think about my sleeve, because I did have to change my shirt because I tore it. And I can sew it back up later, but I just put it over there. And I just started thinking about other things. And I've been 2.5 hours now accident-free.
Wow, woohoo!
So, I don't know, but do you think that there's anything to that you keep that going once one thing happens, because you let it get to you so much that you're thinking about it, then you just keep...
Yes, and there's been times what I've done is decided to think, okay, you know what, like, in particular, this happens to me when I'm driving.
Okay.
Because I get angry at somebody, or I get, you know, you start getting that, and everybody ends up, I'm in the wrong lane every time, and they go zooming by me, and I get behind the back, the slow driver. So instead of getting all like this, I started to go, okay, relax, and let's see what happens from now on. It's all going to be fine. And you know what? It really is.
Something to think about. Something to think about. You may not be able to take your hands off the wheel to go,
well, no.
But you can definitely create that. I love it. So anyway, let's keep our fingers crossed for the rest of this 24-hour cycle, shall we?
Let's do that. Cheers.
We'll be back.